Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Big Pharma. No, wait, it's Pornhub. No, wait, it's Barn Door. Don't be open, bro. We're kicking things off with a 3-lander that's missing all our action cards. Mull. Just kidding. We're keeping this steamy mess. Pants or no pants, we are all in. Oh no. Don't tell me you're a fairy, bro. Boys, please don't play fairies. They were bad then, and they are bad in the current standard too. Our Scrylands show us an Aetherize on top, which we'll keep just in case the ferrymen actually become a threat. Not likely, but you never know. They hit us with discard, but we've got nothing critical in hand. They'll want to take the 3 steps ahead, or the Metamorph if they have any clue. They do nab the 3 steps ahead, which shows they have more brains than most opponents. Good job, bro. Pat yourself on the back. Our second Scryland shows us our 4th land. We'll keep it. We'll need it for the Metamorph and the Aetherize. They actually burn a counter on our harvest, so scratch what I said about them having brains. That's a reputation burnt in 1 second. GG's, bro. Big Pharma plans to win this game with a 1-1. Alright then, let's try the Cornucopia. Our Horn of Plenty will counter the damage from their fairy all day, every day. You milled your lands away, bro. That was brilliant. Einstein would be proud. The Shuffler gives us a Synthesizer, and we've got to go ahead and play it out right away. Let's see if they have a counter. On top, we have a Talent and another Aetherize. We already have one of each in hand, so we'll send them both on down. Our Cornucopia alone is going to prevent them from winning unless they play out more ferrymen. Let's try our Metamorph and see if we can double up on factories we have on board. It goes through, and we get our first Robot Overlord. Beatings are just a couple of turns away, bro. Better get your act together and get some more blockers. On top, we have a land and an opt. We'll ship the land, but keep the opt. It's another point of life, which goes a long way to stop them from winning, thanks to our Cornucopia. We thought they were going to have removal, but they land another fairy instead. Fairy Bro is going to ferry, no matter how bad their board is. Amazingly, they still swing in even though we have a 4-4 Robot Overlord and a 3-3 Walking Synthesizer. They either have a surprise for us, or they have fairies that are bigger than our men. Good luck, bro. We'll play out the Talent this turn and use it to snipe one of their men. The big one is what I've got my eye on. They burn a counter on our removal, but that's fine. We have another. It's time to take some hits, bro. You left yourself wide open. Damages, bro. Damages. Maybe that will change their mind about swinging in. Here comes the moment of truth. They bring it anyways. I don't know if that's courage or a lack of brains. We'll take the opportunity to opt and essentially prevent the damage we're about to take. On top, we have a Synthesizer, and we'll be happy to have it. They pull a trick on us, but more ferrymen are not the answer unless they're blocking. Let's level up our talent, and then we'll send in our walking synthesizer for even more damages. It'll get trampled, so blocking is nearly pointless. They're reconsidering their strategy of trying to win games with 1/1 ferrymen. They know they'll be done and get out of town. GG's, bro. This is Enselvest tries the D. I'm not sure what that means, but sure, bro. We've got a 3-lander to start this one. It's kind of awkward with only an opt as an early play. We do have a Scryland as well to hopefully bail us out. Keep. Our Scryland shows us a synthesizer on top, and suddenly our situation is looking a lot better. And we still have the opt to help dig out more ammo. The matchmaker loves putting us up against discard decks. Sure, bro, you do you. We'll toss the wave as it's a late game card that we won't be able to fire off anytime soon anyways. You had to know that a bandit's talent was on the way. We'll let an Aetherize go, it's the least important card we've got. We've got an island on top, which would be our 4th land, but do we want another land now? We will want to get to 4 mana to be able to fire off Aetherize or one of our 4 mana copy effects. But we do have more draws coming, so we still have time to draw a 4th land. We'll send the island on down and we draw a land anyways. Let's roll with our factory. Hopefully we have ways to trigger our synthesizer on top. Let's take a look. A 3 steps ahead is perfect. That will get us a token copy of our factory and another Scry 2 that might be able to keep the artifacts rolling in. Their trousers better be sturdy. They play out an arena, but there's not much in the discard arsenal that can stop the beatings that are likely coming to a face near them. All they do is level up their talent and call it good. Sad, bro. Real sad. We'll take the opportunity to make another synthesizer. There's a pause as if they had a counter. Removal maybe. But all they can do is watch us factory up. On top we have another synthesizer, and that's perfect. We will be unleashing the robot overlords on their card-hating face. There's the removal. That was the easy part. We only had 1 robot overlord, but we'll have 2 more on our turn. On top, we have a 3 steps ahead, which will keep. The land can go on down. It's a synthesizer train, and the opponent won't be able to get off. There's no stopping this train. They hit us with their negotiation, and we'll go ahead and let the Aetherize go. The land Scry might be more useful, and they don't have any men anyways. Time to get another factory online. Plus the boost to our robot overlords means we'll have lethal on board. GG's, bro. That's a nice deck you got there. This is Decimal Point. They just forgot the rest. Right, bro? That's a face only a mother could love. We get another weird 3-lander, a lot of mid to late game cards, and only an opt as our early play. We do have a Scry land to help out. As we like to say around here, keep your pants on. Decimal Point is having some issues over there, so we're turning the lights out. We draw a Cornucopia, which is nice, and let's see what we've got coming up. I'll take the land. We've got a heavy hand and lands to power. Our cards will be needed. Angels? Are they on angels? They sure love that they can block us, but their flying makes it hard to block them. They name Angel. Yeah, we knew, bro. That cat has been out of the bag already. Someone wake me up if I fall asleep. These Angel players expect us to concede because they have 2 men down. Come on, bro. Wake up and strap on a fresh set. You're in for a full battle, you know? I'm gonna run out and pick up a pizza. text me if they make a move. Say what, it's our turn, let's fire off our opt first. We've got a synthesizer coming, and that should let us get off to a good start. We already have a Metamorph to copy it, and a trigger with a Cornucopia. We've got another Aetherize on top and an opt. With them playing out angels turn after turn, we'll definitely want a second Aetherize, so we'll keep both. Another angel. What a surprise. This time they do remember to attack in. We'll go with the Cornucopia here. The life gain could end up making a difference. Clearly, decision-making is not their strong point. Good thing they're playing a very uncomplicated deck. How much is that? That's 10 damages. Let's not take a hit like that again. Are they pooping? You know, dropping a couple of friends off at the pool. What's with the slow play? Their deck is even less difficult to play than mono red. This will be our surprise of the game. We'll fire off an Aetherize and reset their board. They hit our one robot overlord with removal, but we'll get a pair of map tokens for our trouble. Let's fire off our opt and check out our top card. We'll send the land on down, but then we draw a land anyways. Their 3-stack turns sideways, and that's our cue to launch this bomb. Get wrecked, mate. We get a Heaped Harvest, and we'll play it out. It's an emergency 3 life in case we need it, and only for an additional cost of 2 mana. That's another 2 lands on top. It feels like we've been shipping lands a lot and still end up drawing them. They land their angels yet again, but we've got another Aetherize locked and loaded. Plus, we have robot overlords that will be smashing in for damages, so their chickens might have to end up blocking. A replication is great, but we'll save it for after we hit them with the second Aetherize. Let's send in our robot overlords. They're hungry for opponent flesh. I have a theory. Angel players don't know how to block. Prove me wrong, bro. That's right. They can't be bothered with stopping the damages. Here they come, and it's round 2 of Aetherize. Get wrecked. Because they don't block, it's GG's. Nice one, Angels. Real nice. This is a Z-Freak. I've always wondered what a Z-Freak smelled like. Pinch your noses closed, boys. We get a 3-lander with all early plays this time around. An opt gives us a dig, and Cornucopia a bit of life gain once we get it down. Keep your pants on. We'll play out the island first. That'll give us opt at the end of their turn. A mana guy, but I wonder if there's a reason they've chosen this one in particular. What are you up to, bro? We get a land on top, but with the way we've been drawing lands, we'll ship this one. They go for the double mana guy board, and they're already up to 5 mana once they untap. We'll go with the Cornucopia. We might need to gain life while we work on building up our board. They fire off a Smuggler's Surprise, and suddenly their deck looks like their version of our deck, On Fire 3. They probably have another surprise and got impatient. Patience is key, and this move could come back to haunt them later. We draw a synthesizer at just the right time. Let's play it out right away and fire up the production lines. We need our robot overlords to take over this game. On top, we have an opt and a cornucopia. Both will be useful. They land a big, beefy dinosaur that I'm sure they think will be unrivaled on board, but we have plans. Let's opt to draw our cornucopia. We don't want to shuffle it away by playing out the harvest. Then we'll play it out and get ourselves set up with our first robot overlord. They get another dino down, and that's a beefy board they've built up. They might be bigger, but that's only for the moment. We draw another cornucopia, and that will let us play out the harvest as well this turn. That's another pair of artifacts and another pair of robot overlords. In the battle of our men versus their men, ours are now bigger, and they'll only get larger as we keep building up. We still have a Metamorph to play out, and we've got 7 mana now to be able to launch this wave at their face. They drop a Calamity, so this will get very interesting. We're looking at a lot of dino meat coming at us. Oopsie poopsie, bro. You were supposed to use one of the tyrants to saddle the horse. The damages we were expecting are a lot less, so we can take down some of their team. Let's block up, and we'll be sure to take out Calamity. Had they used a tyrant to saddle Calamity, we would have been done. Sometimes your opponent doesn't want to win. We get a synthesizer, and this is going to power our team up to big proportions. Let's make them pay for their mistake. They're too embarrassed to continue. That's GG's against Dino Force 2000. This is Jeep Sul-I 1-5. It's too hard to have a normal name, am I right? We kick this one off with a 4-lander. We've got double Scryland, an opt, and a harvest to ramp. All that's missing is a synthesizer. Keep. Well, that's not missing anymore. Thank you, Scryland. Mono Red, this is a test. We'd love to see an Aetherize to hit them when they think they've hit us hard. Our second Scryland shows us a land, and we'll send it on down. We've got plenty for the next couple of turns, plus we have a harvest to get us a 5th land. It's Boros Mono Red, really just a variant splashing some white tricks. There's no pump and no follow-up. Let's fire off our opt and check out our top card. Yet another land. Let's send it on down. We want more ways to trigger the synthesizer or get a way to copy it. We drew an Aetherize, so we'll be able to clear out their men if they go nuts. For now, let's play out our synthesizer. On top, we have an opt and another Aetherize, which might come in handy. Let's keep them both. Okay, here come the pump spells we knew they had to have. But wait, there's more. No, wait, it's only a burn spell. We'll play out the harvest and get our first robot overlord. Sure, we'll lose the Aetherize, but they only have one guy. They blast our robot overlord with a lightning helix. That'll clear the way for them to swing in, and all that's left is to see if they have more pump. They add a shock to the list of damages, but that's all. We'll opt at the end of their turn, and that's yet another land. Let's ship it on down. A Cornucopia is a perfect draw. We'll play it out, get a robot overlord, and we can then use the talent to snipe their hero. They hit us with another helix, and we've gone down low. They could get the job done if they brought enough burn to the fight. We'll play out the replication and gain a life. Plus we have the harvest we can sacrifice to gain 3. We'll hold back in case they get one of their hasty men. That's a hasty guy. Our robot overlord has blocking duty if they bring it. They do send it, special delivery, and we'll go ahead and block up. What's your card, bro? It's time to pull it out of your pants and show the world. A rage gets their guy up to a beefy 5/4, but all we do is trade and they are dead out of cards. In a top deck war, I like our chances. We'll copy our synthesizer for the scry. We'll copy the cornucopia for the life gain in later turns. So long as we can keep spells coming, we might be all right here. Seven robot overlords are way too big for Mono Red to deal with. Plus, we have Aetherize back up. Mono Red gets out of town. GG's, bro. Extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.